Good morning, YouTubers. This is Bob on top of my 2020 electric light, duly named Black Betty. I'm out for a relatively early morning ride. I hope everybody's doing well. So a rather interesting posting, and I don't know where I got it from, but I think I'm going to put it on the head of this this vlog that said if you aren't doing what you're loving, then you're wasting your time. Kind of makes a lot of sense. With everything going on in the world, all the virus and political unrest and dissension and shoot, you name it. It's too short to do something you don't want to do. I'm kind of fortunate that my age, of course, I guess I earned it. If I'd rather not work, I don't work. I happen to like what I do, enjoy people. Starting to think I'd like to get out maybe a little more and see some of the sights. I don't know if anybody follows McKaylee 7. It's a great channel. He's got a 2018 Goldwing. Puts it through its paces. He's a heck of a rider. But his statement was, how did he get to North Carolina? Well, it was pretty diverse. He's been around. So I guess it's my turn to tell the story. Born in Chicago. Adopted right out of the hospital by parents in Indiana. Good people. I like to think they raised me right, in spite of how hard I fought it, I suppose. But made my way through the ranks. Was an ASE certified master technician. One thing my father always told me, it's you can use your head or use your back. Which do you think's going to wear out first? And made a lot of sense the older I got. But so I went into management. It was easier, I think, being a technician. But it gave me a chance or the opportunity to work with more people, even if it was bad times for them with their car broken or whatever. Bought my first business when I was 21. I think I was too young, but I did it. My father always made the statement, he was retired way up there in the Coast Guard, then retired from the school city, and when I went to work, my first job was at a local repair facility. I didn't know jack about cars. As a matter of fact, I can remember on my first day, the owner told me to pull some cylinder heads off a vehicle, and I told him point at them and I'd get them off. But he just didn't think it was the wisest thing I did. I did go on to college and everything, but he had said, well, you're going to be a grease monkey all your life. And I said, no, someday I'll buy it. And 8 years later, I bought it. It's owning a business, especially when you're young, you're married to it. But I did what I had to do. And got out of that and worked at some dealerships and pretty much wrote my own ticket. Always felt I was good enough. Never felt I couldn't learn. So anyway, it took me, when I decided to move from the Chicagoland area, I was so set for it, I gave them 13 months notice and I was running a shop. And I don't think they took me seriously until I told them they better let me hire somebody to replace myself because I went. Moved down to Florida, down to Tampa, and one of my end of the year bonuses when I got in Reader's Digest was a Goldwing motorcycle. So of course when we were looking for houses down in Tampa, the first thing I saw was a lot of old people running into motorcycles, tourists. So I sold it and moved down to Tampa. Stayed in Tampa, moved up to Brandon, bought a house there in Presidential Acres. And went without a motorcycle for a long, long time. Finally, it just, you get that craving again. And we moved outside of Tampa a little bit into what's called Polk County. And I think it's the largest county in Florida and least populated. And a lot of my friends had bikes and so on and so forth, so I was certainly smaller stature than I am now. Not near as heavy. But I bought a Virago 1100, which was a fun bike. It was great, but I guess it's like anything else. It just wasn't quite what I was looking for. And traded up to a Venture Royale, I think it was a 2020. And it was fun, but I never utilized it like I should have. I should have been on some good trips, and I just, rode it to the beaches and out to eat and so on and so forth. I could have kept the 1100. But I got out of it, and I just didn't have another bike. And moved up to Panama City, then up to Augusta, Georgia, because the hurricanes come into Panama City pretty regularly. And when the better half passed away a year ago, April, I sat around the house feeling sorry for myself or whatever, I don't know, just didn't know what to do, but she'd been pretty much in decreasing health since 2012, and I was a caregiver, and occupied my time so much, especially towards the end. And when she passed, I just was left with this empty. So I'm up in Augusta, Georgia, and I decided I was either going to buy a camper, motorcycle, or a boat. Motorcycle, I decided I could ride every day if it's not snowing, which it hardly ever does, or icy, which it hardly ever is. I don't mind the rain. But so I bought a little used 2015 Honda Shadow Phantom 750cc 5-speed. And I tell you what, I rode it to, oh Lord, I don't know, going this route as a matter of fact. Went about 120 miles, turned around, rode about 120 miles back. If somebody came up and said, nice bike, and I was on a stoplight, I'd have given it to them. So I decided it wasn't quite enough for what I wanted to do now that I had a little bit of excess time. So one Saturday, and you know, I've had a bunch of bikes and everything, never had a Harley, so I just rode it over to my local dealership, Tim's, which I'll tell you what, it is a shopping experience. I really wasn't necessarily intending on trading, because I'd looked at a couple different bikes and stuff, but they were just unbelievably friendly. I mean, I'm an old dude, you know, so I've been through a lot of vehicles, buying experiences, so on and so forth, and they just went above and beyond. So anyway, I sat on an Ultra, and I thought it was just about the most perfect thing on the face of the earth. But I didn't think I was really ready for it yet. It was big, it was heavy. So I got on a 2019 Softail Slim. I mean, it had the 107 motor, and I like the nostalgic look. The solo seat wasn't going to do it for me, so I spent, I don't know, I guess it was $700 and some for a hammock seat, which was like riding on a cloud. I was just, wow, best investment I made. Bought a windshield, a rear rack, bought some luggage, and well, I guess I'd had it maybe not even a month, maybe a month, I don't know. I put 1,000 miles on it my first month, maybe a little bit more than that. Got my first service and everything. I had some friends down in Panama City that I hadn't seen in forever, 18 years as a matter of fact. So I bought my Harley luggage and threw it on the back of that Softail Slim, and off I went. Went down to Panama City, spent 3-4 days down there, saw the friends. Went over to Emerald Coast. No, I went Panama City Beach, Harley Davidson. Got my tips and shirts, and rode back, and it was just great. But I was thinking about getting some hard saddlebags or hard bags for the back, or some kind of bags, and get more luggage and whatever. And in the interim, I had seen the Electric Glide, and I had just, as a matter of fact, been over to Harley dealership, and my salesman, of course, is Jeremy. I mean, heck of a guy. I went in, I had bought some stuff to clean up the Softail, talked to him about bags, and stopped to talk to Jeremy on the way out, and he said, "How you doing? Any trips planned?" Da 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 da. And I said, "Well, I'll tell you what. I've seen this new 2020 Electric Glide, and I don't, if I want to listen to the radio, I got my Center Tennessee. I just put it on and listen to my radio from my phone, linked it. So I didn't really care about the boom system or what have you. And I just said I really liked the looks of the Electric Glide. Came in choice of colors, black. And I just thought, shoot, rather than spending a ton of money on the Slim, which was fun because it was lightweight and you could just do it, it was almost like a sport bike. But he said, "So you like it? Turn around." Turned around and there it was, Black Betty. They had chromed out the front forks, put a 19-inch wheel on the front, done quite a bit of extras, heel toe shifter. And he said, "You want to sit on it?" I said, "Nope." He said, "Well, you want me to see what kind of numbers I could do?" I said, "Yeah, if you got all the time, let's do this. Let's see what's going on." It was coming up on Christmas time. And needless to say, by the looks of what I'm riding right now, he came up with right numbers. He said, "Take it home, bring back the Slim whenever." I said, "I'll go home and I'll bring back the Slim." I had driven my truck over there. And that was the best purchase I've made, I'll tell you what. I have enjoyed this. I took that trip down to Destin, Florida. I don't even remember if it was a month ago or wherever, went over. But compared to the Slim, wow, what a difference. Just in the suspension, and I'd put a tall boy seat back on it, on Betty here, move me back 2 inches, inch and a half, what have you. Very comfortable. It's not the hammock seat, but it's half the price. But I've been having a blast ever since. I started watching YouTube to get an idea on what I wanted to ride. It's almost like taking a test drive without ever even getting on the motorcycle. And one of the first ones I hooked up with was HDR, Harley Day Rider, and he has helped me. I can't even tell you how much. Doing the blogs and what to do to get noise reduction, and just a source of information and aid to me. And they're talking about having a ride up with blogger get together, and I'll tell you, I'll retire if I have to get up to that. But on that subject, everybody might want to tune into the Fireside Chat. It's on Harley Day Rider's YouTube channel this week. Bodine 52, Colin, or Bronco Ride Colin. It's a blast, I'll tell you what. I usually go out for my Sunday morning rides, and I got to make sure I'm back in time to watch the Fireside Chat, because it just it's like the perfect end to a weekend. And shoot, your family could watch it. That's all of our channels are as HDR says, G-rated. But anyway, I also want to thank McKaylee 7 for getting me the idea for this blog. All my followers, I want to thank them. And if it's your first time here and You know, you like what you see, just subscribe and hit the bell. I try and get out at least once a week, and maybe more. Sometimes I go out and I just don't vlog, and then I feel bad about not doing that. But you know, chip seal and the Mr. McStash is the guest on the Fireside blog. He's got a heck of a fun channel, fun guy to ride along with. You know, you can watch YouTube on these guys on their motorcycles, and it's almost like being with them. Be the Rider PA. One of these times I'll get up there and get to meet him face to face. Beautiful Clark seal. But anyway, that's where I started my humble roots, and up in the Chicago area. If you ask me if I miss Chicago, I think the answer would be, oh heck no. But I think no matter what, every area you're in, it's what you make of it. And life's what you make of it. But shoot, think about what I said. If you aren't doing what you love, you're wasting your time. Sometimes you got to do some things that you don't necessarily enjoy doing, whatever. But I try and make a habit of the happy stuff, and trying to kick the habit of the bad stuff. But I'll let everybody go and enjoy their day, and want everybody to stay well and safe and know that I care.